How's it going with you?
Oh, hey, buddy. So, I have a couple video game themed things. Real quick. It's nothing too long. First, I got to talk about my frustrations with Nintendo.
Yes.
So, for those of you who have been listening the last couple weeks, Switch 2 has become my favorite console ever. I am playing it every day. I play something on Switch 2. So, I currently have my Animal Crossing, which I have to do 5 to 10 minutes a day, just to do the basic stuff if I don't want to put more time into it. Then I do stick my foot into Fortnite every now and then. I've been doing less of that. I've been trying to finish Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been trying to finish Metroid Prime 4. So I'm on these games. I'm trying to finish these games. Then Dragon Quest VII Reimagined comes out.
Uh-huh.
Which is glorious, and I am now currently playing that game. And I can't stop playing that game because it is not only a JRPG, but it is one done so well and so beautiful. The graphics are gorgeous. Like, it is the most beautiful game. The voice work is great. I love when they do British voice work in JRPGs. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. It just fits. They did it big with Xenoblade. They're doing it with this. I love the game. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish Dragon Quest, and I'll go back to those other ones. And right as I say that, they drop the 4K resolution update and 60 frame per second update on Xenoblade Chronicles X. The game that I have 70 hours in and put away because I'm like, I got to play other things. Well, now they have the update out for that. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. So now I'm focused. I have so many things I'm trying to... I got to stick with Dragon Quest, so... The main part of this Nintendo side is the Dragon Quest. Yeah. I know it's a multi-platform game, but if you have not played Dragon Quest VII before, which was a PS1 original, and then there was a Nintendo 3DS remake, or I don't know if it was technically a remake, kind of did like a little remaster, but this is like a complete reimagining. They have like a very almost claymation-like look to the characters.
Oh, okay.
But
right, because I've seen the trailer for this. Yes.
It's so unbelievably beautiful. Like, I can't stress how well they did with the animations. Like, it runs smooth on the Switch 2. It looks beautiful. I mean, everything about this game is spectacular. Highly, highly recommend it. But I have to talk about one of my previous loves. So, I was always a Nintendo boy. Then PlayStation 2 came out. Kind of lean more into the PlayStation side. Then the Xbox 360. I kind of skipped the whole Xbox generation. My one of my good friends had one, so anytime I wanted to play Halo, I used his. Xbox 360, when the online hit, my friends were all Xbox guys, so I kind of steered away from PlayStation, went on to Xbox. Then I really went into it with Xbox One. Because once again, a couple of my friends who played a lot of like PUBG and a lot of big online games were doing Xbox. So even though it was the worst generation for Xbox because they completely tanked it, I still stayed with Xbox. Then Xbox Series consoles came out, and even though I was deep into Switch, I'm like, you know what? I'll get the Series S. It's the cheap, small one. I'll be able to still play online with my friends. So I've been an Xbox guy on and off, pretty much mostly on for 15 years. Xbox, I think, is officially dead. So the big news this week, Phil Spencer, president of Xbox, the guy that kind of was brought on after the initial destruction of Xbox One, turned things around mostly, really started buying these... like Activision. I think he was one of the head ones behind buying Mojang with Minecraft, which has been a massive. He retired. And it was kind of a you need to go retirement.
Oh, force
But
out.
the big thing is his second in command, who they were priming to become the next person, quit.
Dum-ba-dum.
So the entire heads of Xbox are gone as of the 23rd, which is what, Monday?
Tomorrow.
Gone. So, like, the people that have been running Xbox, gone. Like, I can't stress how, a lot of people were saying Xbox was pretty much dead. I think this was the big nail in the coffin.
This is it.
Now, the other thing that came out of this that really made me think that they're fucking done with this, they put what's her name? I want to get her name right. Asha Sharma.
Okay.
Is now the head of Xbox. Prior to coming to Xbox, she ran Instacart, and she has been on the AI side of things for Microsoft.
Oh,
she
no.
joined Microsoft in 2024.
Oh, boy.
But then the other head, the one working simultaneously with her, is also one of the heads of the AI division. But the key is neither one of these two have dick when it comes to video games.
Yeah. They know.
So
Well, Steve, they don't even know how to program a computer. They know how to tell a computer to program a computer.
Exactly. So this is what's telling me I would not be shocked. And this is really massive. I mean, you think about it, Xbox has been around for a little over 20 years. It's been around. I think it's 25, 26 years. Xbox was, and I know their sales have decreased a lot, but they are considered one of the three pillars. I think that third pillar's gone.
Yeah.
I honestly do. Like, they're putting out all their games on PlayStation now. In fact, one of the highest selling PlayStation games right now is Forza Horizon 6, which just got put over. It is not only, I think they've sold over 10 million copies on the PS5 of an Xbox fucking game.
Yeah.
Gears of War selling like hotcakes on
Yeah.
PS5. I would not be shocked if we never see another console out of Xbox, if Xbox Game Pass goes away, if they start selling off all of these. They'll probably keep... I can't see them selling Mojang, because Minecraft is just a money-making machine. Mm-hmm. So I can't see them selling that. I don't see anyone that'll buy Activision after the amount of money they just dropped on it. But some of their other studios, which I know there's a lot of frustrations with these big companies just closing studios, which this week PlayStation closed Bluepoint, which is... So frustrations I have with big companies like PlayStation and Microsoft. I'm keeping Nintendo out of this because Nintendo, they just make great games, and if they acquire a studio, that studio just continues to make great games for Nintendo. They will buy these companies. So I will say EA, I will say Xbox, I will say PlayStation. They will buy these companies who specialize doing these amazing things. They will tell them, all right, now you have to do something completely out of your wheelhouse, and if it fails, we're going to close you down.
Yeah. They'll give them the ultimate
Yes.
of like, hey, go learn to fly.
Yes.
No airplanes, no cars, no motors. You have to be able to fly by the end of the month. And it's like, what? I can't do that.
And the first one that really stood out to everyone is when Xbox got Rare and then had them make Kinect games.
Yeah.
And then when that didn't succeed, everyone's like, oh, well, Rare's just shot. It's like, no, they fucking... But Bluepoint Studios, they are responsible for some of the best remakes on PlayStation. Like, they did all of the God of War collections. They did the Ratchet and Clank collections. All these on the PS3. They did the Shadow of the Colossus up. Like, all these remakes. They did all these great things. And then Sony put them in charge of doing one of those stupid, kind of like a Fortnite game. What do they call those? Pay to play. And they did that with another studio with that stupid Concord game. And then when that failed, after one day, they closed the studio. Well, Bluepoint, they had him in charge of this game. Nothing was... And then they just fucking close it. And it's like, dude, you're getting these great artists, and you're not giving them the shit that they fucking are good at. You're making them do this other crap. And nothing turns out well. And then they close the studios, and they're firing 70 people, I think it was, from this fucking studio.
Well, and it's only going to get worse as AI gets bigger. I'm sure that's one of the reasons that they put somebody with AI background in charge of Xbox, is because they're going to try and move to a platformer of like... AI makes all of our games, and then someone just kind of doubles checks and makes sure that everything is working, but we only have like 5 people that work on any given game because AI takes care of all the rest of it. Like, this year is going to be companies try and figure out how many employees they can fire and replace with AI.
Yep.
That's what this year is going to be all about.
Oh, absolutely. And I want PlayStation and, well, once again, who knows if Microsoft is even, but I want these game companies to look at what Nintendo has done. They've stuck with their guns. They put out a game, Animal Crossing. Didn't cost a lot to make. It sold 35, 40 million copies. Mm-hmm. All of their games they put out that are just classic good video games are selling tens of millions of copies and making them hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And now the Pocopia coming out.
Yeah.
After its initial release trailer, which kind of soured a lot of people, all the stuff that has come out, and I've been reading some updates and previews that are like, this game is going to be fucking insane.
I've heard it's going to be good. Can I just play as a Ditto and not a Ditto pretending to be a child? I would play the shit out of that game if I didn't have to look like a weird child.
But like I heard they're integrating like Minecraft-like things where you can create a certain world with other people, but then there isn't like, oh, well, you have to be on Johnny's server. Switch to server. No, anyone can go in at any time and just fuck with the island, do whatever they want. They can all meet together and do it. And it's like, that's really genius.
Yeah.
But that game, knowing that it comes from where it comes from, it probably didn't cost a lot to make. I bet they probably made it for $20-30 million. Well,
that's the
thing. It's going to make billions.
Is that Nintendo, like, I agree with you. The problem with Nintendo is that they don't know what to do once they've had success. That's been the real problem with Nintendo. Because, like, going back to Animal Crossing, they just did an update after 2 years ago saying that they would never do another update for this game. And then, out of nowhere, a new Animal Crossing update comes out.
Yeah.
And what do you know? People snap it up and are really excited about it. But even Nintendo didn't have everything that they would usually have for it. Didn't like have a special direct. Didn't talk about it. Didn't release anything about it. Didn't make a big stink about it. And then it just kind of showed up one day, released early. It was like, oh, whatever. Like even they, when they have these huge successes, don't necessarily always know what to do with it. I love Tears of the Kingdom as far as like what the perspective is on it, what they were trying to do. There are so many elements of Tears of the Kingdom where I just look at it, I'm just like, but why would you do it this way? Specifically around the narrative, the storytelling, the world building in connection to Breath of the Wild. It almost feels like a game where Breath of the Wild may or may not be canonically connected to it. Maybe not. Maybe not. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that approach. Mario Kart World Tour. Why stray so far away from what works? Why get rid of product instead and create new product that nobody asked for and nobody wanted? I don't know anybody who was like, I love Mario Kart, but I want to ride as one of the dolphins.
But I think the Mario Kart problem is the problem they're going to have with Smash Brothers and games like that, where they made a perfect game. And I don't know a proper way that they could follow it up.
I'm just saying you can't take stuff out. You can change things, but you can't remove things. And that's the big problem with World Tour, in my opinion. I love a lot of elements of World Tour. I love a lot of ideas in World Tour. I don't know why you removed characters, cards,
it's so bare bone.
Customizational options. Yeah. Why do you have 9 million stickers, but you can only put one sticker on your cart? I don't understand these decisions, And so that's what I'm talking about. Is like, with Nintendo, they are great at finding success, but then they don't know what to do with it once they've hit it.
That is true.
So I find that
I'm hoping this new generation with them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's at the point now where, I mean, in a year, is Microsoft going to be...
Oh, Xbox isn't going to exist in a year.
No, it's going to be what Sega is.
Yeah.
Where, they're going to have these studios that make them money. They're going to make games. I as much as I loved a lot of their ideas, you just can't come back from what happened with the Xbox One.
No. By 2028, you're going to be able to play Halo on the Nintendo Switch too.
Oh, I bet it would be even sooner than that.
You're gonna see this bleed and sell off of.
Well, there's
Xbox
that new Halo game coming out that is going to be on PlayStation 5, and I wouldn't be shocked if it, with the remake of Halo 1, is going to be on PlayStation 5 on launch day, and I wouldn't be shocked if there is a port over to the Switch.
Yeah,
because the Switch can fucking handle it.
No, exactly. I mean, it's going to be everywhere but Xbox, because I really think the Xbox One doomed them in a weird way. Like, there were so many bad decisions around the launch of the Xbox One, around...
Oh, it was the worst launch.
All of the decisions around that tanked it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, trying to make literally money off of every single element of it, so that you would spend over $1,000 on the system, and then you would still owe money just to use it. Like, the peripherals cost money. Like, everything about the Xbox One was so poorly planned. And I'm not surprised that they're failing. I'm not surprised that a lot of these companies are failing. I think the thing that I'm frustrated by is that they have become trading chips for so many, other larger fish. So, like, the one I always think of is EA. EA is ostensibly dead.
Oh. And worst company.
And I would normally say, great. But who came through and bought up all of EA's contracts except the Saudis?
Yep.
And you're just like, God fucking damn it. God damn it. Can't we have anything in this world that isn't tainted or ruined by somebody else's greed? No. Can we just have one thing in this life where some awful person doesn't come along and ruin it for their own self-satisfaction?
No, that's how the world runs now, man.
Just
everything is greed. But yeah, so that was my only take. I just wanted to touch on some video game stuff, and that is a massive... Yeah. I mean, Phil Spencer leaving is
hearing that, and that his second, especially that his second was also leaving, that does tell me, like, Xbox is dead and in the ground.
Well, and somebody had said, you know, when the presser comes out, it shows that she just decided to leave the company. But there was I think it was a LinkedIn. It was one of those sites where they're trying to hire people. She had put out something recently saying how, you know, they're passionate about video. It's like, I don't think she wanted to leave. I think it was one of those things saying, hey, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your time's
like,
done.
Your boy's gone, now you gotta go.
Your time's done, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Especially, like, it smacks so heavily of Xbox being like, oh, well, we'll have her, and she'll take over once Phil's gone. And then she came in with ideas on what she was going to do, and Xbox said, that sounds expensive.
Yeah.
That sounds like we're going to be on the cut for a lot of that, and we don't want to do that. We would rather have someone else do it. And then this other person comes in and says, I can do all that, but with AI, and actually cut costs.
Yep.
And so they're like, oh, well, we don't need you anymore. We have AI, and AI is going to fix all of our problems by still producing quality programming at half the cost and a third of the workforce.
Dude, and
it's not going to happen because, as anybody who has spent any amount of time on AI knows, it's garbage, awful nonsense.
Yep.
There's a reason we call it slop. It's because it's actually terrible at what it does and is always bad. And people who use it because they are not talented enough to do other things.
Yeah.
And it's really a shame.
It's
bad.
a trash pile.
It's bad.